and welcome back to the channel. If you're watching this video as it's been published, we are nearing the end of February and it is dark and it's cold here in New England where I reside. And if you couldn't tell from this incredibly pale skin tone I've got going, I haven't seen the sun in a very long time. But oh well, hopefully I'm here to raise a little bit of sunshine into your day today with this new video because I'm doing something a little bit different. This video will not be a tutorial. No, that's not true. It will be a tutorial, a tiny tutorial, but it won't be a Squarespace tutorial. I'm actually going to show you one of my favorite tools that I use almost every single day in my business, and I think you're going to love it too, and it's free. So before we dive in, if we haven't met yet, I'm Meg. I am a yoga meditation teacher and a Squarespace web designer, and I am the founder of Floating Lotus Design. And I enjoy helping people elevate their business and their website without the tech overwhelm. So this tool I want to share with you today, it just makes my life so much easier, and I'm so excited to share it with you. It's from a group of folks from the Color Palette Studio. I think last summer I saw them give a demonstration at our Squarespace Circle event, and they demonstrated some of the tools helping you build color palettes, and they're really super cool. And I want to say now it's been a few months at least that they released this new free Chrome extension called the Color Buddy. And I'm excited to share it with you because if you deal with, a color palette at all, whether it's for your own business, just trying to keep track of your color codes for your brand assets, or whether you are a designer, graphic designer, web designer, whatever, and you have to keep track of the color palettes for multiple clients, this is going to make it so easy for you. So let's hop over and I will show you exactly what I'm talking about, and I hope you love it as much as I do. Okay, so you can find the Color Buddy Chrome extension at the Color Palette Studios website under freebies. They have some great freebies here. They have a contrast detector and a color palette cheat sheet, but this is also where you can get the Color Buddy Chrome extension. So once you've installed that, it shows up here as this cute little palette up here, and if I click on that, you'll see what pops up. And you can scroll down here. So if you have the Color Palette Builder, which is one of their paid products, and if you create a palette through there, you can get a URL for that palette and you can paste it right in here, and then it will populate your color palette up here. You can also add in some of your favorite pairings, but you can also just create from scratch as well. You can create a new one. You just give it a name here. So I'll show like test palette, which I spelled wrong, but nobody cares. And if I come down here, I have a nice drop-down menu now of all the color palettes that I've saved. As a designer, sometimes I'm working with multiple different color palettes at once for different clients, but I also have my own in here. But you can come in and you can create one from scratch. So if you have the hex codes or even the RGB or CMK, so you can switch between these. Really nice feature, particularly when you're going to want to copy things. So if you have something that requires something other than a hex, you can choose from here as well. So you get a couple of populations, so you can put in your hex code here. You can keep adding colors and then save your palette. And also if you go in here, you can delete out what you don't want. And then you can pin one to the top and you can also delete from here. But I'll go into my color palette. And what's really the best feature about this, in addition to being able to store these all here, is that when I'm working on a project, or even if I'm doing something on my own, like maybe something for social media, then I quickly need to grab from my branding assets what my color codes are. I don't have to go in and search another file. I have a Notion file that keeps all of my branding assets in there. But with having this right in my browser, if I'm working in Adobe Illustrator or if I'm working directly in Squarespace or Canva and I need one of these quickly, I can come in here and I can grab it. I can just copy it and paste it right into wherever I need. And I don't have to waste any time searching. And it's great for working on client projects as well, because you can switch through to wherever you need to be and check them out individually. So I've got a couple different palettes that I'm playing with for a client. And if you pair this with a color palette builder, even easier. You have that URL, populates it right away. So a great free tool that will save you lots of time, very convenient. And whether you have one color palette you're trying to keep track of or multiple, This will save you a lot of time and headaches searching around trying to figure out where did I save that hex code? Because me personally, as great a memory as I have for numbers and combinations of things, I can't for the life of me ever like commit to memory my hex codes for my color palette. So, highly recommend you try out the Color Buddy Chrome extension from the Color Palette Studio. And they also have some other great products if you're looking to do more there, but this is a great free tool. Definitely give it a look. All right, so I have dropped the link to the Color Palette Studio and the page where they have the Chrome extension, so you can go grab that yourself. Also, highly recommend you take a look at the other tools that they offer. So, whether you are a professional designer or especially if you are someone who's just dabbling or doing DIY and you want to, work on checking out your contrasts for accessibility or try your hand at building a color palette with a little bit of expert help behind the scenes, they're fun to use. But definitely grab that free extension. You won't be sorry, and you'll never have to worry about losing track of your color palettes and having to dig through files to find them. So, thanks so much for watching. I hope I will see you again soon.